Hey guys, Mike here. Here's what we're watching on, well, before I get into what we're watching on Tuesday, I'm going to show you a couple things real quick. SPY, big day. If you switch to the weekly, check this out. I think what we said, we had 9 green weeks in a row, and then it looked like we were finally starting to roll over. And in one day, Monday, we've already taken out the highs of that red week. So again, impressive strength. Let me slide this over. Pause the video and read that if you haven't. I'm gonna slide this over. We had CCIC on watch, right? Well, let me go back. I made a video of it, so this wasn't a great trade, but I highlighted it and made a video, so I'll talk about it here real quick. If you take today's candle out of it, you had 2 equal highs at 684, right? So that was an interesting area. And then it did this. But so now let's go to the intraday. I'm sort of redoing what I did in the video here, but there was my post in chat if you weren't there today. Talked about how it hit 660 twice, which was here, and again, maybe here. And what did I write? 684 is a catalyst on the daily that I pointed out in the weekend video. It's forming an intraday flag. So if the flag holds up, I'll try a 660 break. So, and the flag did hold up. I did a limit of 662, and I think that's where I got filled, 662. Sold some at 680 in case it wasn't going to break the 684, and sold the rest at 689. Not the rest actually. My final sell, my last little bit was here when it came back down to my entry, right? But sold another chunk at 689. You might wonder why, but the reason is because it gapped down, right, today. So 684 was an interesting area on the daily chart, but not when it had to run from 610 to get there. So we had the flag break, which I like because we can take that, hope for a test of 684, and the stop was, I think, less than a dime really, right? You know, right down here with the break. And then after I sold some, thinking, well, what if it doesn't take it out? It kind of got upside shape, volume came in, and I thought to myself, well, if this fails because it's come so far so fast, you know, I want to take some more off as it's breaking. So that's the reason for those two sells. I didn't have much left, honestly. And got stopped out flat on the rest. So not an amazing trade, but I thought it was worth highlighting to people. Someone might have wondered why I called the flag break, why I wasn't adding over 684. That's just way too far in one day. When we put something on watch, we never know what it's going to do. We don't know it's going to gap down the next day, which this one did, which made it a huge run just to get up to those recent highs. So that's just something to think about. Let me go into the watch list because I've got things to do tonight, so I'm going to go into the watch list, what we're watching for tomorrow. CCIC, by the way, holding up really well, so that one goes on the watch. Remember, we focus on in-play stocks that may give us a trade on an intraday basis. So that's what this list is all about. I don't hold overnight. LBPH is holding up really well, goes on the list. QS, look at the intraday. If you were there today in chat, when it did this, I thought, okay, well, this thing obviously is done, right? At least for today, but it ended up climbing back and doing okay. And now I still really like it. Okay. Today's high 915, Friday's high 943, Thursday's high a little bit over 10. So you're just kind of coiling. This tightening pattern could break to the downside also, but I like the volume back here. I think it's got a decent sized short position too. So I'm definitely going to put this on long watch. POL is just one that had the big pop, secondary pop, and is coiling again. That one goes on watch. GTHX had a high back here. Was it exactly 404. Got into coiling and is starting to curl back up a nice volume today. So I like the looks of that chart. MIGI. I wanted to throw one Bitcoin related play. And somebody in chat, I think Kevin P pointed this out today, how the chart's starting to look good again. It's interesting to me. And Bitcoin really strong, by the way. It topped out right at 4, and the most recent high, 436. It's also kind of had a nice run for a few days. But anyway, I want to throw one Bitcoin play on watch because Bitcoin, I think, God, I don't know how high it went today. Let me check real quick. Yeah, as I'm talking to you, it's over 47,000. So Bitcoin, very, very strong. So anyway, that's the one I've chosen. You guys know all the Bitcoin plays. You could put anyone on watch, but this one to me is interesting back through 4 tomorrow, especially if Bitcoin is still strong. Let me type that again. UPWK Up near recent highs. See the horizontal line there? Had nice volume today. Let me pan out a little bit so you can kind of get a better look at that. There's that horizontal line again. So it's kind of close to a breakout area. So I definitely want to keep that one on watch. Peloton, PTON, I'm going to throw this one back on watch. Had a really nice 2-day run here. I think there's a lot of shorts in the name. And you could call this a 2-day pop and then kind of a quiet inside rest day. So maybe it's off to the races again tomorrow. I'm going to keep PTON on watch. Crocs, nice volume. I think they increased their guidance or something. Nice volume and a pretty strong close. Topped out at 104.85. Certainly worth watching tomorrow. CYCC, nice volume today. Maybe there's something up in that one. ELEV, couldn't figure out where this was running, but it's kind of interesting that it topped out at the hole number 2. So we'll keep that one on watch. Big volume today. SIDU, Kevin P made a nice call in this one today. It is above now. Well, let's see. The most recent high was 1540. It closed below that, but at some point today it went all the way to 1675. And the 200-day, I don't have it on this chart, but the 200-day is up above still. So this may have more in it. So I'll keep an eye on that one. INGN, just put in another green day, and now it's up near the top of that consolidation down here. Wouldn't mind a rest day, but I'm going to put it on a chart. Couple more. NKTX just ripped. It's really extended, but I am going to keep that one on watch. And then ARDX, also big breakout. Stuff like that. The big breakouts like NKTX and ARDX, you guys know, probably won't give us a trade tomorrow, but what I'd like to see a little flag pattern form or a 1 or 2 day pullback, and then I'll like these charts much more. But we're day traders, so we'll have them on watch. That's it for me. I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat.